What's going on YouTube? My name is Chris, aka Death of Nation, and welcome back to another exciting video. So, this past weekend was PAX East, and I actually got to attend. It was a very good convention. I got to see some awesome games. Got in to do some press stuff for my website, which is gamingdeath.com. A lot of the in-depth detail stuff is going to be up on there. Right now I have a preview of Assassin's Creed 3 based off of the video that was shown at PAX East, as well as some hands-on impressions of War of the Roses, which looks to be, it's going to be a good game. I didn't come back from PAX East, though, empty-handed. I came back with this, which is actually this. It's a inflatable, cool Assassin's Creed Tomahawk. I also came back with this, which people were trying to buy off of me at the convention. It's a Borderlands 2 minion shirt, as well as this Terra MMOFO t-shirt. Now, I have extras of all this stuff, as well as some beta codes for Terra. I'm not going to be giving those items away here. If you guys want to win, the Borderlands shirt, the Terra shirt, or the inflatable Tomahawk, really cool, by the way. So badass. You're going to have to listen to Geek Talk Radio. You can find us on iTunes just by searching Geek Talk Radio, or you can find us at geektalkradio.podbean.com. That's where we'll be giving away all of the items. More details to come on that, so just go ahead and listen. Our PAX episode isn't up yet, where we're going to be giving this stuff away. So just check iTunes, listen if you haven't before. And I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy. If you enjoy my videos, you'll enjoy the podcast. Now, on to some other news. PAX news. When we first got into PAX, we took a bus 4 hours, got in on Thursday. Had delicious seafood up in Boston, which is a shitty city, let me tell you. The city itself is beautiful. The cab drivers never want to give you change. The people are really nice, but everything is like $20 more expensive than it is here in New York. It's a nice looking city, but it's laid out really awkwardly. I'm from New York. New York City is a giant grid. It's really hard to get lost in the city. Boston, the roads go from two-way to one-way. You get lost. None of the maps are even identical in scale or size. It was just a whole cluster F. So, that was Thursday. Friday, we finally got to get to the con. We started walking around. The first thing we saw was War of the Roses. It's being developed by Fat Shark, which I've never heard of this game, never heard of the developer before. Played some hands-on time with that. Got to talk to the guys doing that. That game was really good. It's in pre-alpha. It looks beautiful. The controls are a little wonky, which is expected for a pre-alpha build. But they're still working on it. That game is going to be awesome. We got to see Orcs Must Die 2. I got to play that for a while. I'm a huge fan of the first one. The second one, oh my god, I can't wait for the summer for it. That's really all we really saw on day one. Day 2 was our big day. We got to see Borderlands 2. That game is going to be beautiful. I got to play as the new Siren character. It was tons of fun. The new Psylocke ability is awesome. The new animations are good. The new enemy types, while annoying, are really fucking awesome. Everything is just better with Borderlands 2. We got to see the video for Assassin's Creed 3. That game looks like it's going to be the best Assassin's Creed game in the series. The animations and everything look more organic and more fluid. There's a new cool weapon that if you want to know about, go ahead and check out my piece on gamingdeath.com, which was really cool. All the new mechanics and stuff in that game look like that game's going to be stupendous. Terra was my kind of breakout game that I was super surprised for. Never heard of the game before going into PAX, and you know, my fiance got to play it. We got to a behind-the-scenes demo of the game. She played a mage with an Xbox controller for the PC. Not an MMO player herself. She fell in love with the game. I'm pretty sure she's going to actually be playing Terra. Now, as I've been trying to cut my ties to MMOs, I played WoW for a really long time. I got into SWTOR, did that hardcore for a while. Terra looks more like an action game than an MMO, and I'm really looking forward to it. You know, you're constantly moving. It's not just stand here and press 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, and just your spell rotations or, you know, your ability rotations or anything like that. It's a lot more movement-oriented and getting behind the enemy and to the side of the enemy, and there's a whole dodge button where you're dodging out of the way and stuff. Game just looks really good. Run off of the Unreal Engine. It's a beautiful game and definitely my star of the show. Sunday was kind of a quiet day. We went in, we saw some of the game stuff. Saturday night I got to see my favorite band perform, which is the Proto Men. They did the entire Act 2, which is their second CD, with an orchestra, and it was phenomenal. They're some of the best musicians I've ever heard, and I love their stuff. If you've never heard of the Proto Men, please go on iTunes, go on YouTube, look up their stuff. It's a Mega Man rock opera. The first one is all about Mega Man, you know, the death of Proto Man, how Mega Man has to take up the mantle, and he goes, and at the end of it, he has to fight Proto Man. But it's an entire rock opera. The second one is more about, you know, Dr. Light and Dr. Wily making the robots, having them rise up, and Wily and Light split. Both CDs are really good. Definitely check them out if you haven't heard of them before. But I think that's about it. PAX East was awesome. I can't wait for New York Comic Con. Being press is awesome. It's a lot of work, but I'm really enjoying doing it. But I think that's going to be all for tonight. I'm Death Nation, and I'm signing out. Peace.